Stephen, we're still trying to learn more about the timeline in this case of the missing woman, Kayla Kelley. I spoke today with a friend of Kayla Kelley, and he tells me that the two spoke just 3 days before she was reported missing, and the conversation was normal, and she was even posting on social media. But then January 11th, we know friends in the DFW area became concerned. They hadn't heard from Kayla Kelley, and so they went to the authorities. So let's show you her picture. Sunday, Collin County Sheriff's Office released this photo of 33-year-old Kayla Kelley asking for the public's help in finding her.
After not being heard from for several days, Kayla Kelley's friends and family began to be very worried about her, leading them to filing a missing persons report with the police. The owner of a dog, which she considered her child, police knew there was a serious issue after entering Kayla's apartment and finding her pet covered in feces and without food and water. Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for all the love and support, and obviously the likes and subscriptions. Speaking of, it only takes a second to click the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell to get alerted when we upload new content. On January 11th, the friends and family of Kayla Kelley filed a missing persons report with the Collin County Sheriff's Office after not hearing from her for several days. During the initial interviews, it was learned that Kayla had a boyfriend named Kevin, and she had recently found out that he was married. Kayla told her friends she was going to blackmail Kevin. However, friends and family advised Kayla they did not want to talk about her dating a married man, so no one had any more information about Kevin. Kayla's name was placed on the nationwide database for missing persons. On January 12th, the Frisco Fire Department was called about a vehicle seen burning along the 8400 block of County Road 24. Firefighters said the vehicle burned until it was totally consumed by fire and burned itself out. The vehicle was determined to be Kelley's 2017 Acura MDX, and it was set on fire sometime between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. on January 11th, a time substantiated by smoke seen on surveillance video from nearby businesses. That same day, investigators would go to Kayla's duplex in Collin County, Texas. Investigators obtained access to the duplex from management to ensure the welfare of Kayla. Kayla was not located in the duplex, but her dog was. The dog was without food and water and had to relieve itself on the floor. It appeared the dog had been in that condition for a few days. Family and relatives advised that the dog was like Kayla's child and she would never leave it unattended for an extended period of time. Investigators obtained phone records for Kayla's phone and observed she was talking to a subject who was later identified as Ocastor Ferguson. Investigators conducted a background check on Ferguson and learned his wife had recently reported their 2004 Lexus stolen. Deputies investigating the area around Kayla's residence would locate Ferguson's vehicle in the area of Kayla's duplex. A search warrant was conducted on the vehicle, and gloves, duct tape, and a blanket were located inside of the vehicle. Phone records for Kayla showed the last time her phone was used was on January 10th at 6:59 p.m. The last location of her phone was in the area of Ferguson's work in the Dallas area. Records from NTTA were also obtained, which showed Kayla's vehicle traveling north on Dallas North Tollway in Frisco at El Dorado on January 10th at approximately 1:56 a.m. On January 13th, Texas Rangers located Ferguson at his place of work and he was interviewed. Ferguson admitted to knowing Kayla, stating that they met online and started talking and eventually met in person and started dating during the summer of 2022. Ferguson stated that the last time he saw Kayla was on Tuesday, January 10th, when she dropped him off for work around noon. He stated that Kayla was supposed to bring him lunch around 6 p.m., but she never showed up. During the interview, Ferguson told investigators that his car was at Kayla's duplex because he was hiding it from his wife, and he allowed authorities to look at his phone and the conversations between him and Kayla. In those conversations, Kayla threatened Ferguson that she would tell his wife about their affair if he doesn't answer her. During the interview, Ferguson admitted that he went by the name of Kevin when talking to Kayla. Ferguson said he lied about his name to Kayla, so she did not know his true identity. However, Kayla figured out his real name and identifying information, including the fact that he was married. On January 14th, call records of Ferguson's phone were analyzed. The analysis showed Ferguson was at work on January 10th and left and went to his residence in Grand Prairie, Texas. He then left and drove up Dallas North Tollway and went to the area of Kayla's duplex, and then drove to the area where Kayla's vehicle was found burned. Ferguson then traveled back to his house in Grand Prairie using a rideshare app. Ferguson was arrested that day and charged with arson, a second-degree felony, and kidnapping, a third-degree felony. Investigators talked to Ferguson's wife, and she stated that on January 4th, she received a text message from an unknown person advising that they needed to tell her something. Ferguson's wife never made contact with the person, but she felt it was a female based on the language used in the text exchange. The wife's phone was broken, so she was unable to provide the number she received the text message from. On January 18th, Collin County Sheriff's Office and Texas Rangers found a body in a field along the 2800 block of Prairie Oaks Boulevard, about 1 mile from Ferguson's home in Grand Prairie.
Hey, another big story that we've been following. A body found. Could it be a missing Collin County woman? New charges just filed against the suspect in that case. Multiple agencies were all a part of the search in a wooded area near Prairie Oak and Kingswood Boulevard last night, where a woman's body was found. Our Chris Sadeghi is live with the very latest.
New today, the charge of arson has been added to kidnapping for Ocastor Ferguson, who is still here at the Collin County Jail. Meanwhile, we're waiting to see if remains found in that wooded area of Grand Prairie are indeed those of Kayla Kelley. Investigators collected evidence in that wooded area. The Collin County Sheriff's Office was there in Tarrant County, as the Texas Rangers and the Grand Prairie Police Department were also working. Our crews last night saw a body being pulled out of a shallow grave in that wooded area. That area is less than a mile from where Ferguson lived. According to an arrest affidavit, his car was found near Kelley's home in McKinney. Meanwhile, her car was found abandoned and set on fire on a dirt road in Frisco. So that's where the arson charge could come in. The arrest affidavit said the two were dating and that Kelley was planning to blackmail Ferguson when she found out he had a wife. That in the affidavit, based on interviews investigators did with those who know Kelley. Now, the Tarrant County medical examiner working to identify those remains. If indeed this does turn out to be Kayla Kelley, we could again see charges upgraded to murder here at the Collin County Jail. Deshara, back to you.
Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that the body was Kayla Kelley. Ferguson's charges were then upgraded to now include murder. We will be following this case closely and will come back with updates if and or when this goes to trial. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and stay aware.